Maximizing Sustainable Living Access. One Community Weekly Progress Update, number 683.
One Community is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We are creating open source and free shared blueprints and resources, tools and tutorials, and do-it-yourself instructions for highest good living. Creating solution models that create additional solution creating models in the service of all life on this planet. This includes highest good approaches to food, energy, housing, education, for-profit and non-profit business creation, society, and earth stewardship.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of One Community's Weekly Progress Update. My name is Jay. This is our April 20th, 2026 edition. I want to talk about maximizing sustainable living access. How do we do that so that anybody that wants to participate can? One Community has an answer. And everything you see happening in the background of this video is our answer to that question. How do you maximize sustainable living access? You make sustainability open source. You make it easy enough, you make it affordable enough, you make it attractive enough so the idea will spread on its own, and you create a global cooperative and a global collaborative of organizations working together to create even more open source tools, tutorials, resources, and do-it-yourself instructions so that there is a diversity as diverse as human ingenuity and creativity can create, so that anybody who wants access to it has access to not just one idea, not just one model, but all the different iterations and versions and evolutions from that are possible, so that there is something there for everyone. And you create it open source and free shared so that people don't like the way that you're doing it. They can take what it is that you're creating and do it differently. Build off of the foundation to create a new open source model, hopefully sharing your adaptations, your modifications, your versions of it, so that there's even more open source solutions for people to access. This is what One Community is doing. This is how we're maximizing sustainable living access. We've taken the physical foundations of sustainability, we're combining with the emotional foundations of sustainability. So physical are food, energy, housing. Emotional are fulfilled living, education, economics, and stewardship. We're creating open source plans, tools, tutorials, resources, and do-it-yourself instructions for every aspect of this, all of these different areas. And we're combining them together to build One Community as an open source and free shared replicable teacher demonstration community, village, city, or hub that can be replicated anywhere in the world to create even more open source tools, tutorials, resources, and do-it-yourself instructions. This is how we're maximizing sustainable living access, and we're doing it because we want to live this way. We're doing it because we want anybody else who'd like to live this way to be able to do this, and we're doing it specifically as a pathway to global sustainability. A pathway that can be achieved, a global sustainability that can be achieved within one generation through a self-replicating model like this, because we're making it so it can be easy enough, affordable enough, and demonstrated as attractive enough with One Community so that the idea will spread its own. And so what does that path look like? Like, what does that look like in detail? Well, I mean, what we're doing is creating all of the online resources. We're doing all the research that we need to do right now to be able to build One Community. And as we're doing that, we're open sourcing the complete process as we're doing it. You read about this on our website, you go to our blog, and you can see us open sourcing it every single week. We put out a weekly progress update that open sources exactly what it is that we're doing by sharing what it is that we're doing. Why are we doing that? Because we got together a team of lawyers and they said, hey, this is how you need to protect your content. United States is a first to patent country. And there's all kinds of patent trolls out there that are hitting companies, even big companies like Northrop Grumman, and some of these huge tech companies are being taken to the cleaners by patent trolls who are patenting their content by getting their patent through faster than the actual companies that are producing this kind of stuff. How do you fix that? You open source your content just like we are every single week. And so there is a digital paper trail of us open sourcing what it is that we're doing, and we're covering the complete human experience. The food, the energy, the housing, fulfilled living, recreation, social architecture, all that stuff is included in our highest good society, education, economics, and stewardship. We open source and free share it all as we're going along. We continue to refine the process as we're answering all the questions that we need to answer to build one community. Then we start constructing one community. As we're building one community, we double check all the details in all these different areas. We establish the best places to be able to purchase all of our materials. We've already done the research on the most sustainable companies for a lot of the infrastructure and hardware stuff that we're looking at, but we will do it for all areas of the complete construction process, all hardware, all materials. What are the best companies? What are the best products? What are the most sustainable companies, not just best? Objectively doing it because we don't have any financial ties to any of these organizations, because one community is designed to be a place that fully meets the needs of everybody there, so we can continue to operate and create an open source for the highest good of all people and life on this planet. That's how you do it. And as we build one community, we cross our T's, we dot our I's, we check all of our details, we find out what, we open source all of our purchase orders, we get one community up and running. As one community is running, we share all of our revenue projections. All that stuff is open source as well. The software that we've already designed for managing our all volunteer team, plus the software components that are being finished right now for managing the complete construction process, the software that's already being phase 3, which is already being completed for managing the complete social architecture and recreation and community process, as well as the software phase 4, which is already being created for how to manage and run the open source education program that is built on the most revolutionary and progressive education models in the world: Orff, Reggio, Waldorf, 8 Intelligences, Montessori, as well as Study Tech, and a couple others that I'm forgetting. So all those put together with a software to be able to manage that as well, plus the economic models, how to run a resource-based economy and integrate that completely into the community for the benefit of everybody that lives there, so people have more access to the things that they need and want than they would have without the help of a community. And so the access to those toys and goodies and fun stuff that people want access to, maybe it's a moped, or maybe it's a quad, or maybe it is sports equipment, or maybe it is power tools, or whatever it is, all of that stuff is included in this, teaching people how to do that. And then of course the stewardship aspect, how to maintain it all, how to repair things, all that. Creating a community designed to produce this open source content, continuously update this open source content, and more importantly, to teach other people how to build teacher demonstration communities, villages, cities, and hubs as well. Don't give a person a fish, teach a person to fish. Even better, don't teach a person to fish, teach fishers how to teach fishing. That is what we're doing. We're teaching people how to build teacher demonstration hubs, and we're launching a global cooperative, a global collaborative of these communities, villages, cities, and hubs to work together around the world, to bring together people from around the world to contribute to this open source process, to create even more open source plans for food, energy, housing, fulfilled living, all these different areas, so that there's something there for everyone. And we're open sourcing it not only as these complete models of food, energy, housing, etc., but all the individual components within that. And we're open sourcing our open source process itself. Open sourcing the open source process itself, building out their website infrastructure so that other organizations that might not have the ability to do that can be able to basically piggyback on our success, and so we can promote other organizations and groups as ours continues to succeed and evolve and grow. Any other group that's open sourcing and free sharing and part of the open source process, we're building website infrastructure to help them with that as well. And so this is how we're maximizing sustainable living access. And so we're an all-volunteer organization, we're a nonprofit organization, we're a non-governmental organization, a team that has consisted of over 2,000 volunteers doing hundreds of thousands of hours of research, because we want to live this way, because we want to make it easy enough, affordable enough, demonstrate as beneficial and attractive enough so that the idea will spread on its own, so that we can achieve a sustainable civilization within our lifetime, within my lifetime, within one generation. And it's possible. Maximizing sustainable living access is the key. Easy enough, affordable enough, attractive enough. That is what we're focused on. And everything you see happening in the background of this video, that's where we're open sourcing to make that happen. So, it's about maximizing the richness over the riches of life. It's about demonstrating that there is a radical way of living, a radically sustainable way of living that can reduce the cost of living, give people more time, free time, by eliminating the idea of a traditional job, and more things to do with that free time through the social architecture, model that we've designed, and you read about that on our Highest Good Society page, and showing people what's really possible when you decide to live life to the fullest and to truly nurture the human soul, and in so doing, nurture humanity and our planet at the same time, because it doesn't have to be one or the other. We can do both, and one community is designed to do that. And so if this stuff is interesting to you and you'd like to help out, visit our helping page. If you would like the easiest way to help out, join us on social media. We are on all the social media networks to make it as easy as possible. We are on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Reddit, Pinterest, Instagram, and a whole bunch of others, sharing our information there on a weekly basis, on a daily basis in most cases. Join us, help us share our information there. If you'd like to see exactly what our all-volunteer team has accomplished within the last week, visit our written blog. If you'd like to subscribe, you can subscribe through our website, and you'll get a weekly dose of positivity, including this video and a link to our written blog every single week. 1 email a week is all we send out. And of course, if you'd like access to all of the open source plans, everything that we're creating with this idea of maximizing sustainable living access, visit our website. Please go check out our website, see what it is that we've done. Hundreds of thousands of hours of work. It is amazing. A mountain of progress. A mountain of progress. Why? Because we are creating solutions instead of band-aids. Comprehensive solutions, and instead of just a single area that we're focusing on, we see all these areas as not only interconnected, but as interdependent, and so we're addressing all of them simultaneously. This is what One Community is about. And last but not least, if you want to help out our algorithm, stick around for another couple of minutes, and you'll see bullet points on all the major components of our project and what we're open sourcing. That helps us out. So with that said, thanks for watching the end. Until next week, we of course keep on keeping on. Thank you for following our progress.
The One Community approach to highest good housing is eco-artistic home building that is affordable, sustainable, do-it-yourself duplicable, resource and space efficient, and consists of 7 different sustainably constructed village models. One Community is also creating an open-source duplicable city center. It is designed to be LEED Platinum certified, provide 12 guest rooms, dining for over 150 people, and laundry and recreation space for over 300 people, all while saving money, time, space, and resources. One Community's approach to highest good food is duplicable almost anywhere, scalable for different needs, more biodiverse and nutritious, part of forwarding a global open-source botanical garden collaborative, and includes 9 different free shared and duplicable growing environments. One Community's approach to highest good education is designed for all age groups, adaptable to any schooling environment, inspiring and fun for all participants, includes national standards, all subjects, lesson plans, teaching strategies, learning strategies and tools, classroom design, and more. The One Community approach to highest good society is globally focused, individually enriching, cooperative and collaborative, includes a highest good network and application, 4 different economic models, and combines fulfilled living and true earth stewardship for the benefit of all people and all life on this planet.